Thank you for joining me on the Way Up podcast with your host, Jeff Knoll. On this week's episode, I talk to you about the importance of what you're putting into your mind and how that translates into success over time. Join me as we dig deep, stick with me to the end, and you won't be disappointed. Hey guys, I am very excited to talk to you today about just one key thing that is very beneficial when you're trying to accumulate success over time. It's easy to get wrapped up in the big picture of I want to be here and I'm only made it this far, but you have to take a step back and look at what's going to get us from here all the way to where you want to be. And one of those things that maybe isn't talked about enough is what we're putting into our mind. I'm sure you've heard somebody say, garbage in, garbage out. If you're training for a marathon or some sort of physical event, you're going to be somewhat cautious about the foods that you're eating, or at least you should be, because if you want to perform at a peak level, you've got to be putting premium foods into your body. Well, the same thing goes with your mind. All too often, we will make all of these changes. You decide that you want to do something meaningful with your life, or you want to better yourself in some certain way, and you may start going for a walk every day. You may start watching your food intake, but really to be operating at peak level, you need to also be monitoring what you're putting into your mind. A lot of the things that people will do is they sit and they watch TV. They'll watch hours and hours of show, just scrolling Netflix, watching all these different things that they honestly could care less about. They're just filling time rather than putting things into their mind that would be beneficial and helpful for them. Another hang up that really gets a lot of people, and people are ashamed to talk about it, but it's pornography. You're putting trash into your brain and you're expecting some great result. Well, that's not how that works. You have to be very cautious about the things that you allow into your mind space, because that will translate in your output of productivity. People can tell, people can see that you are putting good things in. If you're reading books that are increasing your knowledge, most likely that is going to be the things that are going to be coming out whenever you're talking to people. You're going to hear somebody say something and you're say, you know what, I just read something about that. And you can share your information and your knowledge. Those little things over time accumulate into big success for you. So I can see in my own life, in different times of my life, whenever I have been very cautious on what I'm consuming, information, even if it's just watching junk TV on Netflix or playing a bunch of violent video games, it kind of spills out into other aspects of life. So be cautious about what you're putting into your mind. It makes a huge difference, and it can be the difference that puts you into becoming successful and operating at that peak level that you want to be at. So hopefully that was helpful. I would love if you would check out my YouTube, check out my social media platforms at the Way Up Podcast with Jeff Knoll. I want to help you out. I'm putting this content out just so you can benefit from it. It's not just so you can benefit from it. They say if you want to learn something faster, you need to teach it to someone else. So you're someone else and I'm me, and I want to get better at life. in every aspect. So join me on the way up, and we're gonna do this together. Have a great day.